is coming. It's like bitterness is driving these statements. And sometimes statements made out of emotions, even to respond it, you might even worsen it. Like, we're almost dealing with this. I would have wished probably we would now get another subjective discussion or objective discussion.
We cannot avoid this one. It's on the front pages.
I'm saying that because anybody else even today will still go to the media, and then we cannot be coming and being responsible. This is personal discussions, which is not printed. No, when it is printed, you can dare believe it is now public. But this is safe. Anybody would say, even a wife sometimes when they quarrel with the husband, a wife can hull a lot of, when women, when they get, they are bitter, emotionally, they can hull a lot of messages. But I've never seen a discussion of elders when they're trying to sort out amicably, those issues are being focused on. Because at the end of the day, the objective is to ensure the family is stable and to move forward and to bring about healing and forgiveness. For this one, to even allege on the issues of personal assistance, like now for me as a member of parliament for cases, I get to a point where I'm being told my PA is more strong than member of parliament. My PA will not come to parliament to legislate. He will not be in national level to represent the people. My PA's work is to manage my work, my program. I send him to discharge my duties or to collect information or to keep my records of my diary. Likewise, I was expecting Farouk Bait, because in fact, what Farouk Bait we see him in public meetings is to organize the order of that meeting, or the physical order of the meeting, and especially during campaign time. I don't see how he manages to rise to a level of controlling a fully fledged office with a chief of staff and many PAs and many PR officers, and many protocol officers. I really don't understand. I think let me limit myself to that so that I don't find myself subjecting a discussion within myself on staff. I have also staff. Of course, my opponents will keep attacking my staff or attacking me. If I have to listen on that, how many enemies am I going to build? But other than that, to say, as you said, I'm expecting a very competent public officer or the state officer for that purpose, because the law is very clear. One option is because, especially on the cabinet level, you cannot speak while you are inside there. You are bonded by the secrecy and confidentiality. But the honorable thing I'm still expecting in this Republic of Kenya is a state officer who will tender a resignation and say, I cannot subscribe to what is happening because my conscience and the level of my competence cannot support what is happening. It is only until and when either you are sacked, like the way Justice Muturi was sacked the other day, or when you are politically disadvantaged and you want to find a path of creating relevance on your politics, is when all these things comes. When are we going to see people tendering their resignation and say, I cannot be a subscriber to the proceedings here because they are outright illegitimate, they are outright corrupt, they are outright denying Kenyans their right of public interest or public resources. I was waiting for Justice Muturi. Justice Muturi, he was dethroned from AG. Allow me to use that because I'm expecting an AG office to be a huge, because you are carrying the Republic of Kenya. No agreement that Republic of Kenya will do without passing the hand of Attorney General. No contractual agreement where it involves money other than that is above 2 billion that it doesn't go through the hand of Attorney General. So whatever being discussed about Congo, about anywhere, about businesses, anything that involves the public resources with a value of 2 billion and above, the hand of Attorney General has to be seen. It means he has to scrutinize any agreements, any mutual engagement or MOUs, or any consensual discussion, any in the relationship between Kenya and the other country, or even within Kenya and ministries. Advisory of Attorney General has to be sought. For 2 years, or around 2 years, he served there and he never brought to Kenyans that I am seized of some critical information that my conscience will not allow. He was moved from Attorney General to CS for Public Service Management, which he gladly took that office. We saw him going around the country looking at Huduma centers until and when the other day, when we see now like the politics of, the perception of politics of generation, GNC, and because he's finding himself that, of course, there were issues which are affecting backyard where he comes from, and because of political persuasion, he's now trying to condemn. Now that it has been actualized, because he was threatening, now he's coming out and going to media and even releasing confidential information, which is unethical. It is against the standard and requirement by law of a given public officer, even after office, for a given period of time. You are bound not to disclose. So even at that level of printing out the communication, that written confidential, it also tells the kind of incompetence of that person, because a competent person knows the law and you have to work within the law.